Hi everybody, 31st of October, another day in my daily diaries of how I'm now coping after I lost my wife due to Parkinson's. Today's been a good day again. Overall, it's been good. Up nice and early this morning and at the gym. Because as I mentioned yesterday, I was meeting up with two friends. I used to I'd say work with one is the best way to explain it. Years ago before we moved over this way, so she came over with her partner today and they took me for a chippy lunch, and then we went in one of the other local cafes around the corner for a Juice Wave it's called, on the corner here in Cleveland. Nice little cafe, and had a cappuccino, hot chocolate, and a scone with cream. So yeah, really nice afternoon, just sitting about chilling and chatting, and really nice, really pleasant, lovely day I've had. I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I've enjoyed it more than I thought, to be honest. And we chatted away that long that parking ticket run out on the car park. And Megan had put on for 3 hours, and after 3.5 hours she realised. Anyway, she legged it back over and put some more on. So luckily the traffic warden hadn't been around. But yeah, overall it was very pleasant, something that I've not done yet before. So, it wasn't my usual get out and walk and, sit and speak to the same old people type of thing. So yeah, again, I've... Thanks T, thanks Megan. The only problem was when I got home, I then started feeling guilty for being out sort of laughing and joking. I suppose it's just normal really. It's normal, I suppose. I don't think I'd be normal if I didn't come home feeling guilty for it. So that's why I'm looking at it. I've chatted with her, I've told her, it's... I've enjoyed it, I've been out this afternoon, so she'll know, and you'll know, so. But like I said, I just sort of, not down, but just felt a bit guilty for it. Does that make sense? But like I said, I think to myself, I don't think I'd be normal if I didn't come home and then start feeling guilty for being out and about, enjoying myself. Because I have enjoyed myself, I've not just got out, so, yes, that's my own thinking. So I've come home, I've, just put things away, started getting things ready for tomorrow. I've just put my tea in now, so I'm going to have that. And then I'll get my shower and chill. Because tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to go over to the cemetery, so I've got my tools out, but in the morning I'll have to get my spade and my brush and rake and so on. I'll get all that in the car and I'll get off tomorrow. I was going to go and see my lad and his missus is tomorrow, but they've not been so good. So leaving it out. He's going to come this way one day next week and we'll go out for something to eat. Because I don't think I'll ring one at grandkids, because they'll be out trick and treating and with their little ones. I don't want to impose on that. But you never know. I might get a phone call or something, but my intention is get over to Angie's round about 12ish and get sorted out. So I'm gonna have a look at that bench as well. I've got some tools, so have a look, see what's needed to take it apart maybe, and see what I need for next time. I've not ordered the timbers anyway, I just want to take the tools over to make sure I know what tools I need to unbuckle them and unbolt them and take them apart. And so I'm expecting to be there for a good couple of hours. So, and then I might go and get myself something to eat. I know there's a nice cafe there's a garden centre on the edge of the cemetery, and they have a nice cafe to it. Now, if it's still open, it might close for the winter, but again, me and Ange used to go in there regular. You know, the woman used to say, yeah, same old. She used to get homemade cheese and onion pie. And she used to say, do you want the regular? No, I mean, we've not been in for a few years. We've certainly not been while we've been over here. You know, so, and we haven't been in for a year or so I doubt very much she'll recognise me anyway, but again, I've got to be prepared, because if she does, I've got to be prepared for her to ask about Angie. And then go through that scenario of having to explain it again, but I've just got to do it. I can't avoid these things. I can't avoid not going to places because such and such body might ask. You know, I've just got to face it head on and just think to myself, you know, it is what it is. And just explain to people, you know, that's... I'm not going to just openly start telling strangers, you know, and, oh, do you know my wife? And, you know, but I've got to accept that people are going to ask just out of curiosity. You know, so... Yeah. So I'll go in there. If it's open tomorrow, that's where I'll go, because it was a nice little place. And we used to enjoy going. We'd go to the cemetery and tidy up, you know, see our lad and see Angie's mum and dad and her granddad. They're all at the same cemetery. All within sort of walking distance as well, because it's a big cemetery. And yeah. We used to go in that cafe quite a lot, you see, so... But yeah, I'll get through it. And I'll just have to keep doing what I'm doing. Because I feel as though I'm getting stronger already each day. As each day passes. Well, in fact, I know I'm getting stronger. I can feel it in me. You know, the gym's certainly got to be helping, because I'm now feeling better myself. Starting to feel a lot healthier, and as you're in the gym, you've got all the, you know, the endorphins, which produces a feel-good factor. So I'm not going tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not doing weekends. So yeah, and I've been thinking of holidays for myself and all next year. But again, holiday for one. Holiday for one. That's what I typed in when I come home earlier. Holiday for one. Well, unless I don't want any more holidays, that's what's going to happen. Again, it'll be a hard one. It'll be another first. You know, but we're like Malta, you know, so I think that's probably where I'm going to go. My first holiday for one. Probably going to do Malta again. Not been for a good few years. And I'm going to organise another family one. I'll see if grandson gets his parole next week. Fingers crossed. Because he's had an operation on his shoulder while he's been in prison. They took him to the hospital, local hospital. 3.5 hour operation on his shoulder. And then sent him back. But he's got arrested. He's got it in a big sling. He phoned me this morning. Big daft sling, and he's got a big, can't bang it, can't you know. So, well, he's in prison, you know. So I'm hoping that the prison might sort of put a word into the parole board and say, look, he's done all the courses that he needed to do to head towards getting his parole. So I'm hoping the prison might say, well, listen, you know, because he's had this operation and he can't even bang it for the next 2 months. And it's in this daft sling, we're going to have to be mollycoddling around him. Can't you get him out? You know, so fingers crossed. So if that's the case, he'll be out, you know, within a couple of weeks, and then I can get a family holiday booked, you know, for early in the new year sometime. Other than that, it's a family holiday in the new year, but without him again, because he won't it's his last parole chance, this one. And if he don't get out, it'll be, I think it's this time next year, Octoberish. You know, so fingers crossed. So I've got loads of things in my mind, just looking forward to doing and so on and so on. And I just keep looking at a picture again here on Sable. Just, I've not had any signs today. I haven't seen any signs from her today. So I don't want signs every day, because they'll just become, you know, well, are they signs now type of thing. I'll probably, you know, if I'm feeling down and on a bad day, then I'll ask her for one and see what she comes up with. Yeah. So right, on that note, on that positive note, I'm going to finish this. I'll get my tea out the oven and I'll do another one tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be positive again, but you know, we're doing what I'm doing tomorrow. I might be a bit more down, should we say. But fingers crossed. Alright, so again, thanks for your comments and all your support. Press your like buttons, follow me, and press me, you know, send me some more comments, and I'll always reply to them. Thank you very much. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.